There were other games being played, though.
That was OG's first series,
That was OG's first set, wasn't it, the other day? So who else had they played?
So OG's 1-1 right now, Liquid's 0-2. So this is actually very dangerous territory for Liquid. This
If they lose
means
this, they probably can't make
if they 0-2, they
stage.
probably lose main stage, 100%, yeah. With that said, Secret's only played one match so far, so Secret's a little behind the curve. But Liquid did win one of their games, but it was during one of the best three, so that's only going to break ties, probably. So if they're against another team that has equal win counts, but only got 2-0s, then Liquid would break them. So that means Navi went 0-2 so far, so I believe they're out of contention, because even if they win their last one...
If they win their last one...
I mean, ultimately it doesn't matter, right? Like, they're not going to...
There's already...
There's two people that lose. You have to get top three. So that means...
get top three.
Basically, if OG wins this match, I believe that means Liquid is
pretty set.
down,
I mean,
right?
Yeah, this Group A could be kind of... We know our top three then, potentially.
Unless Secret just, like, absolutely drops the ball in all their last couple matches. And considering that one of the matches against Navi, I think they're pretty much set.
Yeah, you've got the Navi.
Assuming Navi continues on the same path. So kind of interesting to think about how the bracket's going to shape up. But
yeah, well, we'll see if Liquid can kind of, as you said, put a bit of a turn on it.
They could win. They could win too.
Yeah, definitely. Their victory very important for them here in the standings of the groups. And already, well, with this draft, what do we got? We've got Tusk first for Liquid, an insanely good hero. For the side. I believe, I can't remember what the state was after the games yesterday, but I remember looking at the stat, and Kuroki Tusk on 7.05 and 7.06, he has a 90% win rate in 10 games. They're incredibly good with this hero. They're picking it all the time at Star Ladder. And
they lost with it yesterday, though.
They did. They did lose with it. Okay, so now it's 9-2. There we go. So, but still,
it was pretty effective though.
Strong.
Like he did a good job, and they paired it with Phoenix. So if the Phoenix doesn't get banned here for OG, I think for sure Liquid will go for it.
Okay.
This is a draft that they did maybe over a year ago before TI last year with their old lineup.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah. Back when we were here at Epicenter, I believe. In fact, that was the stuff.
I think so. Which is actually kind of interesting because both of those heroes had huge popularity. They got buffed. They got nerfed down, and then slowly buffed up, and all of a sudden Liquid's like, yes, these two heroes that we like are finally back again. They can start throwing them in together as a pairing.
Slightly different players, of course, with GH now instead of what. Who was it before?
Jerax and Kuroki.
And Kuroki, Jerax and Kuroki. So GH and Kuroki this time around. Jerax over on the other side. Yet to see his hero come out as well this game. Some of his heroes being banned out as well. Spirit taken away by Liquid.
That's definitely the Fly Dazzle, that's for sure. Yeah. On the panel yesterday, I was definitely crossing my fingers for Gyro Ags, but it's definitely a little too slow for the way that people are playing right now. And that's because before you finish the Aghanim Scepter, it's not very good on Gyro. Your hero's slow. You got HP.
Could you legitimize it against the Supernova?
I'm
an extra hit to take it down?
I'm not 100% it targets the egg, but I feel like it does. But I'm not sure. I feel like I'd have to test it.
Yeah, I don't know how the target prioritization
would it hit a sigil? Would it hit Weaver bugs? It's probably like last priority or something like that. So if there's a hero or a creep nearby, I doubt it hits it. So because you can't target it anyways, right? It's random. Yeah, maybe it's just random. Maybe it does actually hit it. Because I think it is.
If you believe in the RNG,
I think it prioritizes heroes over creeps.
That's what I think. It prioritizes heroes.
But would it prioritize?
But I never because I think isn't it the PA dagger that's the one at 24 that prioritizes heroes.
Has anybody ever skilled that talent? I heard it from one person that it was trash and I haven't touched it.
I get it every game, Purge.
That's not good.
Well, the other one's just like Agi or something, isn't it? It's like 25.
Just Agi, 25 attack speed, 4
would
armor.
I rather have extra plus
25 damage.
25 Agi's not 25 attack speed.
Yes, it is. You noob.
Is it?
Yes.
I thought it was less than 1 per point.
Every point of agility you get gives you 1 attack speed, 1 damage, and 1/7 armor as an agility hero.
Dude, Agi is the best.
Yes. Why do you think agility heroes have high agility gains?
Why have I been taking the daggers?
I don't know.
I think I've actually probably lost all the games where I took the daggers as well. I don't know, normally games where you level 25 PA.
Because if you get the 25 agility, your dagger does 25 more damage.
But then you only got 1 dagger.
Yeah. Where does the other one hit? Some creep?
To be fair, I did have a refresher that game, so I didn't.
That is definitely the worst refresher hero I've ever heard of. I would prefer you get Octarine.
You get 2 daggers before you're 25, then with refresher.
And then you get 4 once you... Wow.
Next level strats.
I don't even
we
want to...
won't be seeing it.
I don't even want to cast with you anymore. First, you don't know how agility works. Have you ever watched the Day 9 Learns Dota series? I recommend it for you. It could be helpful. I
gotta check it out.
Could be helpful.
Which episode did he learn that? Probably episode 1.
No, it was in the middle somewhere because it's not like the most... Mechanics is not the most important thing. It's probably like episode 2.
Well, I do know that each point of agi gives you 10 movement speed. That was a joke, by the way.
Yeah.
that was a joke.
Way up. If you said 1, I would have maybe believed
that.
that you believed it. Because there's no way you'd believe that 1 agility gives you 10. That would be. I think it used to give you movement speed a really long time ago, but I didn't play Dota then.
There was actually a point where you think it might have done that.
It might have, but I'm not sure. Oh. I feel like I've heard somebody say that before you just now. Anyways, you want to talk about this draft? We are the best drafters in all of the Dota 2 casting community.
We are. I mean, we're so good.
Let's tackle
this. We don't
this.
need to talk about it, really. The viewing audience knows that we know what's going to happen here. As you're about to
we just don't want to tell you about it because we don't want to ruin the surprise.
Yeah, spoilers, really, isn't it? I mean, don't you hate it when someone correctly predicts a draft? It's like, oh, come on, I was about to see that. It's ruining the build-up. But here we have it. So what do we got? OG and a Storm Spirit coming through. You've got the Gyrax Treant, the Fly Dazzle, the No-Tail Gyrocopter Liquid. They've got the Miracle Invoker picking it up nice and early. Kuroki Tusk, Mind Control on the Darkseer, and GH on Disruptor. So we're still looking for Matuma Man's hero, and we're still looking for S4's hero.
So I like that they delayed the Phoenix pick. The Darkseer is safer because it's obviously good at the lane. And combos well with Tusk as an early roaming hero. And also a really good team fight. They could vacuum wall inside of an Ice Shards or something. That would be insanely good. And it's combos really well with Invoker is the other thing. Vacuum wall into Meteor Blast or something like that. Whew, that's a gank right there. So because they did the Phoenix pick, now they get to react with their second support against the cores a bit better. And now I'm sure they're super happy they didn't grab a Phoenix because being able to go Disruptor against Storm Spirit actually gives you an option against them. Whereas before, Phoenix is just food against Storm in a lot of games until you get a Eul's or Lotus Orb. So I think Liquid's in a pretty good spot right now. They're going to need to grab a pretty strong hard carry, though. That way they can actually have more impact other than just Invoker getting a lot of farm. I mean, I obviously expect Mind Control to get farm on Darkseer. There's never a day that he doesn't, but it's not going to be able to carry with that.
I think Matuma Man might play the Lycan in this game.
They need something early tempo fighting. It's going to be a melee hero.
Lycan could be one that he wants to go for.
It could be. I wouldn't do it against a Dazzle because Grave is just going to shut you down really bad. And also, I would say Tree is pretty good against Lycan because of Overgrowth. So I would prefer something. I was going to say Lifestealer, but Tree counters Lifestealer maybe, and even Dazzle against Lifestealer is pretty good.
I mean, it's quite smart OG's draft as well, because like other heroes that a Matuma Man would probably like to play in general, like the Terrorblade, you kind of don't really want to do that. I mean, there's a Gyrocopter early on. The magical damage that Gyro does can make it quite hard for a Terrorblade to survive. But sure, if you get past the earlier stages,
I think it's okay.
Then you can out-carry him and out-damage him. So maybe they want to do it, but there's definitely that point where OG can try and abuse a Terrorblade pick.
Yeah, they could. I think it could work, though.
Could still work, though.
It's okay. I would say it's decent against Gyro. Not amazing, but decent. Kind of pretty much bad until like mid-game and late game, and then it's good. Even still, Flat Cannon's kind of dangerous, but most Gyros go like mobility items. The build that No-Tail's been doing has just been like Phase Drum. Yeah, they go for Juggernaut. It's just kind of safe. It's better. It has better impact without farm. It's better against Gyrocopter. It's actually
it's
very
like the
effective.
old school, the matchup you want. A lot of times in the past, Juggernaut was the answer to Gyro.
Yeah, it basically ignores any of the spells. Yeah. When you want to, it can stop missiles. You can Omni Slash Gyro. Basically, heroes that do a lot of single target damage is really good against Gyro. So if you ever Omni Slash Gyro, you're gonna have a great time. Especially, it kind of counters his BKB potential.
And the S4 puck comes through. The final pick here for OG. So, very entertaining lineup for both sides. You said you like Liquid for him. Now with the joke finish off, are you still you're liking what Liquid's doing here over OG's lineup?
I think it's good, yeah. They're definitely going to have Storm lockdown problems, but they were kind of forced into that at some point. Disruptor is going to have to be the one that shuts that down, but now there's Puck and Storms. There's a lot of survivable heroes. I feel like OG has the upper hand here, personally, because they kind of really gave it to their opponents with the last two picks, but Liquid does have a decently strong melee core. He's going to have Ion Shell early. Like, Liquid can definitely win some early fights. And they've got Darkseer versus Tree, which is, as well, just a really good thing. So it's going to offset Living Armor, both mobility on Storm and Puck. Maybe that's not as important. So I think it's going to come down a lot to the early engagements, how many ultimates Disruptor can turn into kills in the early game, and as a whole, how well No-Tail does in his first couple rotations, because it can be really effective. But against like Snowball and stuff, that can really counteract a lot of that.
Yeah, it's, as you said, it really is all about that. Because, as for Anna, they are looking at that and they're saying this is going to be a tasty game. It's going to be, I mean, especially because it's S4 Puck. I mean, this man is so good on that hero.
Yes.
He is going to be very hard to control.
I think, I don't know if Invoker beats Storm or not. I feel like he's pretty good against it, I would have to guess.
Yeah, I'd reckon so. Especially maybe on the first couple of levels where you're able to shove the wave. That's obviously the thing with the Storm, and the fact that the Storm can look to clean up some of the side camps as well with the Remnant Burst. There's definitely that factor, but definitely it's Miracle Invoker. There's definitely the case that, I mean, one rotation, to be fair, one rotation from either side could totally kind of tip the scales in the mid lane, which for the most part will be relatively even, I feel. There we go. OG versus Team Liquid, ladies and gentlemen. A matchup that I'm sure a lot of you at home will be very, very excited to see. Game 1, we're treated to the beautiful 3-game series once again, of course, here in these Epicenter group stages. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
I think this is going to be one of the best matches of the day. Yeah. It's definitely one that could go both ways, but I would say it's definitely OG favored, considering their past history. I'm just going to follow up on something I almost said in the panel yesterday, but I remember there was a period of time where we're talking about like just how many majors OG's won. Like they've won frickin' 4 majors. Like it's actually insane.
It is insane.
And leading up to that, I think some of the OG players, namely like Fly and Noto, they flew a little under the radar. You know, when they first joined Secret, people were a little unsure if they really were truly amazing players. Were they worthy of the All-Star Secret team? And they've definitely proved that. Like they've won so many major tournaments that it's just obvious, right?
Yeah,
and I found
there's no questioning it.
And I've definitely said that they're like the best team of all time, basically. Like for how many tournaments they've won, it's insane. But then I felt like after they lost to LFY, I was like, are they still the best team? It's very easy for me to doubt myself, like against OG. Like maybe they are a little overrated or something. But I think that's honestly just because their personalities fly under the radar a little bit, you know, like compared to like EG. So.
Yeah, they want to set up here. Jerax, he's had eyes on them the whole time. They're closing in with the rocket barrage. Miracle's going to be taken out. OG with a fantastic movement. And Liquid just not expecting that at all. I mean, Jerax was sitting there the whole opening of this game, keeping eyes on them, and knew that there was the info for them to go in. At the same time, though, the movement is mirrored. And we had a direct mirror, really, with the safe lane getting the mid, the safe lane getting the mid.
With that said, though, OG did get the kill first.
They did get the first blood goal.
So any thoughts on what I said there? Like, do you find it easy to like overlook OG a lot? Because I feel like they're not as flashy, but they win so often that's what you have to look at. Like, they win so often. It just clearly shows that they're the best team.
Statistically, exactly, and they win when it counts. You know, it is winning majors. These are the tournaments that are 3 million prize pools. Other than TIs, of course, but this is going to be the first kind of real run where OG are definitely going to be super cemented as a very, very strong contender. And of course, it's just very easy to criticize a team that has that success when they lose a game. Because it's like, what? You won 4 majors. How do you win a game? What is this? I'm going to make a Reddit thread. You know, it's understandable why people have that reaction, but yeah, as you said, you've got to keep in mind that this team they've achieved something that I don't think
nobody's
I
gotten close to yet.
I can't imagine seeing a team doing that again, winning that many Valve events in a row.
Yeah, most likely. GH did have to grab Kinetic Field level 1. This could really hurt him. Almost a mind control kill. Pretty big dive there. Although that was a salve, I think. Was that no-tail salve or no? It wasn't. It was mind control salve. So he actually lost his salve there. It's pretty costly.
Flat cannon as well.
The clarity. It's okay. He had another one.
Okay.
Mind control, wishing that there was a shrine.
Yeah, it really does. It's still 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and so it's 3 minutes and 20 seconds until it's back up.
That was a tough change in the game. Yeah. As soon as that happened. Side pull coming for GH here. Not going to get a stack though. Oh, and a great orb usage there by Puck. Oh, he's in trouble though. He's getting kinetic fielded.
Yeah, they're going to just close in on him here with the shards. A little off there around the corner of the shard. It doesn't matter though. They still get the kill, but yeah, the angle of the shards there, Matuma Man kind of moved around the wrong way. But
too many creeps. There were too many creeps in the way blocking him, basically, but still get the kill. So it was good for him to do the pull, but actually the level 1 Kinetic Field paid off big time. S4's got to play careful. Oh, he can face, or that.
That's smart. And in fact, he's going to be able to trade quite a few hits onto GH.
Again, it's dangerous.
He's got the phase shift, but that is it. No orb. And S4, I think he's going to go down again. He tried to salve up. It's not going to work. And this top lane, Matuma Man, he's got his salve ready as well. The same time, though, middle rotation comes in. Jerax able to set up for a kill onto Miracle, but this top lane is going to be beautiful for Liquid.
That's really tough for S4 actually, because that was a lot of creeps under the tower. By him messing up the side pull, that would have been like a full level at least. But the fact that he gets killed under it, and the fact that he was forced to use his orb just to counter the glimpse, but really what that comes down to is The glimpse usage was good, the orb usage was good, but the angle of the orb was bad. He waited too long probably to jump back in. When he jumped back in, he was on the other side of the tower, and he needed to get maybe some safety towards the tier 2. So just slightly bad angle on the orb, or maybe he should have jumped earlier. And that cost him at least a full level. So big start there for Liquid in the safe lane, but the other lanes I think going pretty good for OG.
Mid lane, Jax, the cover of nature's guys. Eyes onto Kuroki. Anna in the neighborhood as well. Kuroki trying to keep eyes upon him. Space is there for Miracle with the Storm backing up to clear out these jungle camps. So Miracle will continue to find good CS in the mid lane. Fly heading over as well, just in case anything was going to kick off. But Kuroki already on his way back.
Yeah. It's really nice to put this ward down because there will be roaming coming from Tusk, and seeing exactly where he is going to mean that Tree doesn't have to stay as much, spend as much time here. So very slow hero right now, by the way. 280 on Tree and Protector, but once he goes invis, he does get the movement speed boost. But it limits his ability to move from certain areas of the map to other areas of the map. No-Tail, level 4, almost got phase boots. Darkseer's just barely trying to scrounge out a soul ring here. And No-Tail just doesn't want to let him farm. He really wants to kill the sentry or the clarity. Oh, doesn't get it.
Well, Mind Control keeps that clarity ticking. Again, Kuroki in the neighborhood once again. As Fly trying to mirror Kuro's movements with the dazzle, just to make sure that Kuroki can't get away with aggressive plays. It's top lane, S4, trying to get himself back and involved, but he's really not finding the CS. Not going to look to, again, just get some harassment down upon him, but he'll hold on to the orb this time. Will be able to get himself back to safety, but they really are doing a great job, Liquid, with keeping S4 out and back and pressured in this lane as much as possible. GH's Disruptor play has just been next level, but S4's constantly having to think about his playstyle. I
feel like I've never seen a Disruptor not get Thunderstrike early and do well afterwards. It's been pretty amazing. He does do some damage to GH.
I mean, this could be
good,
perfect.
kind of.
Has he got the movement speed? He had GH. It's absolutely perfect. He does go down, but he's outplaying S4 with this Disruptor performance.
Yeah, that's a rare thing to do.
Yeah.
S4 is a very good player, but Mind Control getting a kill on the gyro with a rotation from Curl. Curl finally finding something to happen. We've caught every kill so far, no problems here.
I mean, it's all kicking off. It is.
It really is.
5 for 3. Some fantastic plays coming out from both sides. Liquid, that GH Disruptor play up top, making this lane feel like heaven for Matuma, man. He's 2-0-2. The CS is looking good as well for him.
That's so good on Jug too, because he's kind of a hero right now. Ooh, he's gonna pressure S4 a little bit here. Just some little taps. Oh, he's actually taking insane damage. That was so much. He doesn't have poor man, so that's
GH might be able to play this. He's still got a glimpse. Drags him back, and again he's done it. GH. This Disruptor.
Just fight bottom.
Oh my goodness, I can't keep up with this purge.
That's okay. You're getting too excited, that's all.
I am sorry.
Keep the emotions low so you can continue observing. That's your job here.
Where's my observer?
Get your head in the game. Puck did kill the healing ward at least, but yeah, 4 deaths now on S4. S4 deaths.
But this bottom lane as well, it's going good for No-Tail.
Yeah.
As we've seen, or as we haven't seen, apologies, he just got himself a double kill. He's 3-1-0, nearly level 6 as well. So these attempts on him are going to get even harder when the cooldown comes into play as well.
I'm not sure S4 has played against Disruptor before, but boy is it effective. And I don't know if Liquid is prepping this as well, knowing that there would be a Puck pick, but GH knows what he's doing. He clearly knows this matchup very well. That's a big deal for supports, especially in one of the first times that your opponents encounter it, because if I play Puck offlane all the time, and then sometime I play against Disruptor for the first time, but GH has experienced laning against that, boom, 4 kills happen.
Yeah.
Maybe not 4, but like you're going to get at least 1, which could lead to the next one being easier, and the next one being easier. Completely changes the whole scale of the game. Really effective by GH. Just now getting Thunderstrike. Just such sick play. And Jug's, like I said before, Jug's kind of like a medium pace hero. People don't play him super greedy. They go like Manta style first. They push out lanes. They farm with Quelling Blade. But if you get a bunch of kills like this, then you can really accelerate in interesting ways. But he's going to play it safe, go Drum. It's a very popular item right now. Good with Omni Slash, I must say. I don't know if it gives him enough attack speed to get free hits in. But
to get the hits between the slashes.
Yeah, you need you have to hit a certain threshold. Yeah. I don't think it's enough, because it used to have to be Mask of Madness, which was like 100 in the past. Whereas this will only give him like 31 or something. 30, maybe.
No-Tail trying to do his best to keep Mind Control out of this lane. Mind Control still finding a lot though. Level 6, 31 CS here for this Darkseer. Certainly going a lot nicer than the offlane is for S4.
Just because the supports have had to go other places, pretty much. And Anna's done a good job getting last hits, 55 for him, but I'm sure a lot of those are neutrals, so it's not quite even.
He's been back for full the time.
Just Anna killing the wave as soon as he can, and Miracle hoping for an easy kill there. Drop the...
Okay, next level sharp block there. I'm sure
dead.
that was intended from Kuro. He doesn't want to trap him in him. He wants to trap him between the shards and the cliff.
I mean, I don't think I've seen another team prioritize Tusks as much as Liquid. Maybe there's one more, maybe
Beautiful.
like Secret or something, but Kuro has been practicing with the shards. We caught that kill as well. That was Jarex getting Omni
I don't know what's
Slash.
happening, Purge.
Oh, I saw it.
There must be someone in the water.
Well, again, this is we didn't want to tell people what happened because we wanted it to be a surprise.
Yes, no spoilers here on the
We've
stream.
foreseen this entire game. We know what's going to happen.
But this is, I mean,
By the way,
so many kills occurring, so many great rotations from Rose. And now, GH, can he outplay this? Well, it looks like he doesn't even need to. Just Tumberman giving him the rundown with the Blade Fury. And that is the 5th death on S4. What is going on? Oh, you came up with this one too late.
I'm a little late.
Oh, you could have been hot on the memes, Purge, if you had that poll
It's
earlier.
relevant now.
It is relevant now. I didn't miss first blood. I missed second, I missed 4th, I missed 6th and 7th blood as well. Not first blood.
All right, go ahead and vote in chat, guys. Vote in chat. We'll take a look at the results later.
Mid lane, here we go. OG with the smoke up. No tail flying. Jarex looking to get a lead in. Anna on the front, looking to bait.
It's got to be Anna, though. They don't have a good range disable to start this.
They've got to get across here and look for Miracle and Kuroki.
Yeah.
But it's going to be hard.
It's got to be Trianton first, and they got to wait 6 seconds for him to go. Invis Miracle's going to break it, though.
Oh, they've scanned it. They know what's up. Miracle being the one to be headed towards. No tail drops the cord, and it will catch both of them as they move in. But Miracle, Crew with a turnaround. The 3-man tornado's there, and it zips forward, but the snowball from Kuroki is going to protect them. They need backup, though, and it's not coming from Liquid. They'll lose Kuroki. The dust is out to Miracle. They'll jump forward, and No Tail picks up the Invoker kill. It's a success at the end of the day for OG. The power of this Gyro being utilized perfectly as they move him into position.
Definitely one of the best things about the hero is his skills are actually very effective in early rotations. If you're just sitting in the lane last hitting, not so good because your opponent can play around it. They know when to expect Rocket Barrage, Flat Cannon, Call Down. But if you're moving around the map, there's few carries that have the same damage output and the same utility early on, while still being survivable.
Let's watch this. Can they outplay this? Nah, he's not got the glimpse range. Oh, actually, well, he's got good range, but yeah, doesn't want to go in for that one. As it does get harder and harder to try and control that poke with the extra levels. And here we have it, 9-7. I mean, it's certainly ending up to be the game that I would have hoped it to be here in this laning stage. Both teams, definitely with strengths being shown. We'll switch over to the net worth now. What are we seeing? Well, we're seeing Liquid with the slight edge. They're mid and position 1, slightly ahead of that of OG's. And the offlane as well. So Liquid, definitely fair to say they are coming out slightly on top in this early game.
Nobody has voted yet. It's a bad sign.
But you've inactivated it. You got to keep it active, Purge. Oh,
shoot.
Purge, come on.
Okay.
There we go. Now it will work.
Try it again.
Now it will pick up the votes.
Ah, okay, that's how it works.
Come on, Purge.
I don't know that.
Yeah, so you can hide it, but you have to leave it active.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, vote again. Let us know. We're only 16 kills in.
16 kills in at 11 minutes.
Oh, 3 people voted, and they all voted yes.
Oh, man.
It's not looking good for you.
It's decided. I'm out.
It's been unanimous so far, dude.
Where's the directed camera? Where's the assisted camera? Get it on.
Matoma Man pressuring the offlane here. Good rotation. It looks actually very dangerous here because there's a high chance that there's 3 heroes sitting behind him, but it's actually just him right now. And the Darks are nearby farming.
He's feeling fine, though. I mean, as you said yourself, in terms of getting the initial touch or kind of catch onto these heroes, it's hard if you don't have Anna around. Of course, Anna's still yet to get the Vortex point, and S4. You've got to have one of these 2 heroes to even have the chance to control them.
Or Treant. Treant works really well, but
sure, yeah, Jarex as well.
They have to be in the right position.
Oh,
They're coming back in the jungle, though. They've got Iron Shells, too. 10 stick on Tusk, smoke breaks, and Fly's the first to spot it.
And that might be enough info to keep OG safe.
Perfect timing for him. Like, if that low ground didn't get changed, that's a dead Dazzle, most likely. They get him.
Yeah, they're going to go into Kuroki. The Tumberman is going to head forward. No tell. Now being focused by the Blade Fury. They'll try and go for the potentially easier kill, but this is a little awkward for Liquid. They've got to get themselves out. Now Anna's rotation looking to punish. Comes in with the Vortex. Onto Tumberman. Drops the healing ward. It's not enough to keep him alive. That's going to be Matumba down. Kuroki tries for the TP out. It's going to be unsuccessful. And a great reaction there from OG to that movement. All kind of spiraling off, as you said. Just Fly, getting that vision of the smoke, knowing that Anna, he's got to be ready to react, and indeed he was.
Yeah, and they were grouped just enough that even if they did do an Omni Slash, it wouldn't have probably killed somebody. Just 2 heroes and 1 Iron Shell there, it wasn't going to be enough, so.
Oh. Oh, can S4 live it through this one? Looks like the Static Storm's going to be too strong, and again. G8, I mean, S4 is going to be having nightmares about this Disruptor.
Yeah.
He really is.
He's playing amazing. Did he glimpse him back into that? I didn't see the start, just heard the...
I just laid down the Static Storm straight away. Caught him straight up.
That's tough to do. You can miss that all the time, but
you can.
Man, GH, this is his hero.
It really is.
Why don't we see more
Disruptor? He is, I mean, he's 3-1-4. He's level 7th, and he's getting good XP. He is just... He's making sure that S4 can't get anything done around the map. I mean, S4 was unable to really do any sort of harassment on the top lane, and he's still yet to be able to move around with the team and get himself involved. The times that things have gone well for OG, it's been when S4 hasn't been there.
Mind control in a lot of trouble here.
And very, very nice synergy there between the two of them, but it might not be enough. Can he actually juke his way out of this? He's got no TP. Can he? I don't know if he can get away. They have surrounded him, and they have found him with a heal bomb there from Fly. They will finish him off.
Okay, finally getting the kill there. Really good move. I thought there was no way he even got it at that point.
Yeah, I mean, this whole kind of... Trin is just a ridiculously good hero, whatever. But
the only reason they found him, by the way, is because they had a lane ward, so they knew that he didn't juke to the top lane, so they knew he was still hiding. That made it a little bit easier. They might have seen him TP in as well.
Oh, top lane, making a go here onto Matuma Man. They're dropping down everything, and it's going to pay off. S4 getting the help of the boys, gets the kill, gets the healing ward as well, Anna.
And he doesn't lose his regen. Huge gank. And all of a sudden, the great start that Matoma Man had is kind of fallen off. His net worth is not the same as it used to be.
Yeah, Anna's been doing a lot. He really has.
He's at 4th place.
I mean, 40 minutes in and nearly 120 CS, that's an insane amount of farm for the Storm Spirit.
Yeah, it is. And he's been in a bunch of kills too. Called on catches Kuro, but not mind control, actually.
Now they're going to look to try and turn. The Vacuum's there, Fly is there with the backup, and this makes it very hard for Liquid to really commit to this one. No-Tail's just going to turn towards mind control, forcing to back up. The three of them not enough. GH maybe seeing if he could have got a glimpse to set up. Does have the Static Storm, and they do also have Matuma Man now down in this bottom lane. Still yet to find an opportunity to utilize that Omni Slash, but a Static Storm and a glimpse catch-up could set up for something big.
Yeah, it was definitely a good move for No-Tail to back there. It looked like he could have killed mind control, but the TP supports come, and Liquid's rotations have caught No-Tail. They see him, I think.
It should do. It looked like he was inside the circle. But they're not going to go for a massive yet. They'll put the healing ward down. Mind control now surging away. Matuma Man. Blade Fury's out the initial route. Now the second route comes through with the overgrowth. They'll try to catch No-Tail here in the Static Storm. He's trying to play his way out of that, but he'll be vacuumed back into it. The Shard's blocking him up as well, but Liquid don't quite have the damage. S4 now in with the rotation. Does have Dream Call available. Looking to orb forward. Won't jaunt to it. Liquid's still hiding around in the tree line. The healing ward healing them back up. They don't have any vision down on the side of Liquid, so Jarex is still hidden, finds the opening onto GH. S4 comes in with the two-man Dream Core. No-Tail moving forward as well. Will get glimpsed back though. GH, is he going to be saved? The snowball trying to buy him some time. He may just get out there. No, the flag attack hits him from a mile off. No-Tail gets the kill, but the Omni Slash jump there from Matuma Man punishes No-Tail. S4 trying to get out with the orb will be successful. Jumps himself away. Fly a little less so. Matuma Man moves on forward with the Iron Shells, the Surge and the crits, and gets himself the double kill.
So a little too overly aggressive by OG there. Mostly they had to use Grave to try to keep Trant alive, and as a result then Gyrocopter was basically instantly in trouble.
Oh, Jarex, he got a bit cheeky there. Felt that he could go for a bit of a tickle onto Kuroki, but at the end of the day, he's just given Matumba another one to the kill streak. Triple kill for this Juggernaut.
And on the bright side, this is a very weird game. Like, a lot of times the teams will just trade tier 1 towers because they know that they're rotating over, but
can he play
does have glimpse but no ulti.
They do. And yeah, he's going to be fine. S4 with the orb out. Fly reveals himself.
Fly's got to be careful here, but no Omni Slash at least, and they're going to chase him too.
Yeah, they're going in with the drums. Fly being eyed up. Sunstrike is going to be off the mark, but he's trapped here anyway by the shards of Kuroki. Will Grave up.
Very dead.
And indeed, no way he gets out. Another kill for Matumba. 9 kills. He is loving it. As you said, there was a bit of a slowdown. His farm was getting up behind. He's still behind the Storm and the Invoker, but now he's back on par. And, well, with his tower, will certainly be ahead of No-Tail on that Gyrocopter. With that, just that whole action down there, heavily favoring Liquid as they come out on top of OG on that bottom lane skirmish.
And OG in the meantime has been split pushing mid a little. It hasn't been killed, but it's getting low. So the mid tower is about equal right now, but Liquid finally getting the upper hand, especially with Invoker getting Axe here.
Oh, they've got the glimpse into the Static Storm. Anna has been controlled. Do they have the damage to bring him down during it with the snowball control? It's going to be close. Does get the chance to kill himself though. Liquid unable to take him down quick enough during that lockdown.
That's actually so good for him that he was able to suicide.
It's a big kill if they're able to get it.
Yeah. Absolutely worth it to lose Bloodstone charges for a gank like that at this point in the game. OG's going to try to dive here. But Tomoman's pretty fast. He gets a root though.
Yeah, the root's going to come out post-Blade Fury. Anna zipping forward amongst it all. The vacuum back on to do all the 4-man Dream Coil here from S4. Jumping in with the silence onto Mind Control, but they've already lost No Tail. Mind Control pops the mech. They're going to be alright for the time being. Anna cold snapped up. He's trying to zip himself away, but he's out of mana. Fly comes back in, but he's so damn low. Liquid, they're going to dive in for more. Fly taken down with the Blade Fury. Anna, he's out of mana. The Sunstrike comes in. No, he's out to the side. Will be able to zip himself back up to the high ground. No, he gets glimpsed back. GH again with the control as the Liquid surround them. The silence comes out from S4. He's bringing Matuma down low, but it's not enough to finish off the Jug, who gets themselves away. And again, Liquid just with these absolutely insane team fights.
Yeah, they're pulling their weight. The Meteor with the Deafening Blast against the Gyro was really what won them the fight, and Fly didn't notice him taking that much damage, didn't put the Grave down in time. And as soon as that happens, the main damage source for OG is done. And then it just comes down to kiting out Storm, keeping everybody alive. They got everyone on Liquid extremely low, but they did not die.
Yeah, the healing ward, the mech, it just all came together. We're now at a point where just Liquid's team fight it's so hard for OG to tackle as 5, and with that Gyro and such, this is a lineup that wanted to take the fight to this stage of the game, but now being behind, it's getting increasingly harder.
Yeah, just now starting towards Orchid, but so much mana regen was lost on Storm there, and Miracle getting an S4 kill. Is that a Sunstrike?
It was a Sunstrike in the base.
Oh, that was a TP Sunstrike too.
Yeah, Jug had eyes on him up top, and then they set up for that mid lane as well. They've caught out Anna GH with the setup. I mean, this game is very sharply going the Liquid route now. It's just Liquid, Liquid, Liquid for the past 10 minutes.
Yeah, it really is. If you're focused on early engagements and they don't really go your way, then that's really bad, especially because you spend a lot of items, a lot of gold on early game items, and if the early game doesn't work out, one team's going to lose in a big way once they stop winning fights.
And the great thing as well we're seeing for Liquid is they're very good at doing one thing and finding another, whether it be clearing off the tower, getting themselves Roshan, even all at the same time looking towards mid and playing around with Fly. And they'll be a bit careful with this one. Liquid now going to head back over with Miracle, so they've got the full 5-man together. He's got that Aegis. He's got an Arcane Rune ready to go as well. Liquid, they'll take any fight that OG throw at them now. It's yours for Miracle as well. I mean, Midas Axio's 20 minutes in. Feels pretty good.
That's insanely fast farm. 10k net worth. And OG still has pretty good net worth, comparably, except for S4. He's the one that's really struggling. All the deaths cost him heavily, 0, 7, and 2.
Rest in peace. Rest in pepperonis. He's gone in GH. He's got the catchy glimpses in back, the vacuum drag back from Mind Control, making sure the Matumba gets the full Omni Slash in. This is going so downhill so fast for OG. Liquid
that's because they're heroes and they're builds. Yeah. Like Gyro built Drum into Yasha, that's like 4k gold. And now he's just starting his BKB. If he has BKB there, he can take the fight. The Chaos Meteor doesn't do anything, and this is the problem. And like it's weird to see how Dota goes in these phases, right? Because right before this, saw Midas's all the time.
Oh man,
can he even kill Crow?
Oh, he can't. He doesn't get the kill, S4. He may be able to finish it off. Crow's got to be careful, but not S4. He's brought back by the Nightmare himself, GH. Oh, seriously, S4 is gonna. He is going to be just a shaking mess after this game because of this Disruptor play. Every time. And not killing Kuroki. Oh, man. Kuroki's smiling. GH is laughing like a lunatic. My goodness.
What a tough game. So the way that the game kind of works is right before this, everybody buys Midas, goes really greedy. And then all of a sudden everybody thinks, I should just play really fast because it's going to put tempo into the game. So then now we have two teams that are trying to play really fast. They both do it. They both buy similar items, and then one team starts losing. And because they're losing and they have Jerome Yasha, now he doesn't have a BKB. And so at this point, he's just super far behind.
I think this is going to get messy for OG as well. They're going to go into Miracle. They need to bring him out of the fight straight away for the backups. They're Mind Control with the 4-man vacuum wall, and OG disappear. Triple kill for Miracle. Make that an Ultras. The Sunstrike's on point. Oh my God. This is one of the best performances I've seen from Liquid in a long time. This is just flawless, not messing up, and OG can't get anything done.
Yeah, they're so far behind at this point. They just 5-man smoke to run in the enemy jungle to take a fight because they had to take fights to get some gold advantage. But it's just so hard for them to win it. Like, Kuro is just solo pushing the off lane. S4 can't even get close to solo killing him.
Yeah, he's just triggered after what happened last time. He's got the memories, he remembers. S4 remembers not being able to solo kill a Tusk.
He can wait for somebody to TP to the top lane, though, but they need someone that does more damage, and it's too late now. So at this point, Liquid's finally all rotated. Everybody's up there. Boots of Travel's up on Invoker now, so he's running at 500 movement speed. He's hitting like a truck. He's got 2 Forge Spirits, and Matama Man's already transitioned. He's got a Manta style, so now he doesn't even get countered by the Treant. Like, almost everything OG has is now just way too far behind. And they've got to take some amazing fights to get back in this game.
They've got to do something insane. I don't know how it's going to happen. I just, as you said, the heroes, the maths doesn't check out. The numbers don't work out for OG at this stage. Bottom lane. I mean, what do you do? He's just solo killed your carry whilst Jerax was there and unable to do anything to help him. This is... I feel... if they turn this one around, I'm going to be blown away. But I said this was going to be a close series. This is feeling more one-sided than Na'Vi LFY.
It's their heroes. It's a laning stage for S4, and it's the items that No-Tail win. Very good items, but one team stopped winning fights. They got to defend the tower. That's the important thing. They can't let this game get delayed. They have to delay this game, basically.
Yeah.
They need a BKB
S4,
at least.
He's got glimpse back. They have the vision on him. GH again with the control. There will be a Grave trying to buy him sometime, but Croaky's already in the fly. They do end up finding S4. They'll take flight down. The Shrine Hill not enough to do anything to save this man. Adabi cold snapped and Omni Slash by the Shrine. He's down. S4 gets a 4-man Dream Coil, but this isn't one that he's going to want to remember unless No-Tail can do something big. He comes in, but instantly he gets glimpse back. He can't even get a touch in on this fight, and Liquid, they're ready to run in for more. Miracle finding S4 in the sidelines, pushes him away with the Deafening Blast down the shards. No-Tail will finally be able to start to pressure Liquid out at the base. But my goodness, 30-12, 15k gold lead. Liquid knocking on the doors of OG, and No-Tail, he's in trouble. The Tornado comes in, S4 will get the 3-man silence, but he's so down low. The vacuum's there from Mind Control, dragging No-Tail and Jerax into the crutches of Liquid. They've cleaned them up again. This is over. GG is called. Liquid take game 1, 25 minutes in, and that was absolutely remarkable. GH, this man's disruptor is insane.
It really is. What an amazing play there from Liquid. From the laning stage to the early team fights, just completely outplaying OG in a lot of the crucial engagements, and OG TPing to the safe lane a couple too many times. Like, the game was honestly so even, but all it took was a couple kills and then the 2 ganks on the Storm mid, and then the game just felt over. Because the mid on Liquid could so easily kill No-Tail in teamfights. So it was like 4 ganks and the 1 teamfight mid, and the game was just out of control, is what it felt like.
That was insane.
It was such a small amount, but immediately after Liquid made no more mistakes, game ended. And that's honestly how Dota is going to be in a lot of cases. But
you can't make those mistakes.
Yeah.
Especially if you're running like the Gyrocopter. And we're seeing as well, one of the reasons why Gyrocopter did fall out of favor, because in games like this, and especially the Jug pick was a really, really smart and strong one from Matuma Man. I mean, the Jug Disruptor combination on top was so safe against the S4 puck. And then when these fights started, just as long as they were able to win the first one and get Jug just a little bit ahead, there was just pretty much never going to be a point of the game where the Gyro can get back on top of that Juggernaut.
Yeah, and it wasn't just that, it was also that Disruptor is so good at forcing your opponents to keep fighting. So if you are winning fights, that you keep winning fights. So Disruptor not only crapped on the laning stage because he was against a puck. Any other hero doesn't work the same. But against a puck, worked really well. And immediately afterwards, when they started really stomping team fights, it just made it almost impossible for OG to fully initiate and get out if the fight was bad. So it basically required OG to just stomp a fight and win the fight. And if they never did that, and they played a little bit dangerous, they were just destroyed every single time. So
really well. Wow.
There's only one left to be shown, and it's you will miss First Blood.
There's 10% out there that love me, and where'd the 1% go?
I don't know. It's probably rounding error. It's not. They don't need decimals. It's not important.
1%.
Anyways,
I'll take that. It's 11% for no. Thanks, chat.
That's game 1. Liquid takes the win.
Just like that. Yeah. Wow. We'll see you in a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. OG Liquid game 2 and up in